I'd like to dedicate this cross to my grandma, who got her angel wings 23 years ago today, August the 2nd. She is with my mom, who got her angel wings 5 years ago. But with my grandma being the craftiest person I've ever met in my whole entire life, besides my auntie, who is the craftiest, her, my aunt, and my mom had a name for a group called LetSueNan. That group will always hold a special spot in my heart forever. And my auntie keeps my crafting spirit alive. So with that being said, not only would I love to dedicate this to my grandma, but I also dedicate this to my mama and my auntie. I love you all. So after that special dedication and all my love to my auntie, let's learn how to make this easy Dollar Tree cross. Good day, my craft along buddies. It's me, Jennifer, with just Crafting Along, and today we're going to dive right into the Dollar Tree mesh cross. You do use most Dollar Tree products. You are welcome to use all Dollar Tree products if you like. I'm going to be using the Dollar Tree cross, the Dollar Tree mesh. I believe these flowers I'm going to be using came from Dollar Tree. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure the flowers came. The zip ties are the only thing that I did not get at the Dollar Tree. I am sure you could probably find zip ties at the Dollar Tree. If not, you can pick them up at your local Walmart, any kind of store, basically Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever. I did use, for this one, I did use the smaller ones. I am out. I only have probably about 10 left. And I know I'm going to use more than 10. So I'm going to be using some of the big ones. And I do believe we got these ones probably at the hardware store. So I'm going to get started. So you will need the following things. You will need, the reason why this one is done is because I did this 2 weeks ago, and when I went to go edit it, I realized when I got to the flowers, I never hit record. I recorded the mesh building and putting the mesh on, but when I got to the segment about the flowers, I forgot to hit record, so I put the flowers on without recording. So I thought I would just start all over. This one's for my auntie. She is in love with it, so she's gonna get this one. The only thing that I did do different than other crafters that I noticed is on the back side, when using the Dollar Tree mesh, they only use in the middle. I did not think that was full enough, so I did do all the bars. So there's 4 bars across, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did do the 4 bars, and the 4 bars going across this way. So, and then depending on how big your flowers are is how I'm going to use 3 big white flowers with some embellishments. I do have my flowers on hand. You can use any flowers that you like, any embellishments that you like. You can do this in any way that you like. I'm just going to do this in front of you so you have an idea of what to do. You are going to need the following things. You will need a cross from the Dollar Tree. You will need a wood burner. This is very, very hot. I sometimes will put it on a coaster just because it seems to rest better on the coaster. But most wood burners come with a little anchor to hold them into. I am going to be using We Are Memory Keepers glue gun. It's brand new. I just got this. I used it on the first one. It worked really well. My very first one I got did not work well, but HSN was really good about replacing it. So this is my newer one. I have made one project with it, so we are going to be using this one today. It is charged. It is cordless. It comes with a small glue sticks. I'm not for sure on the size. I think it's a 7 millimeters maybe. But this one is chargeable, but it does run quite a bit of time before you run out of battery. So red blinking light means it's working and it's charging, it's warming up. So as soon as it turns blue, we will be able to use it. So I'm going to turn this off until we need it. You will need that. You will need some zip ties. These are the smaller zip ties that I used on the first one. I believe I got these from Home Depot. I do not have enough to do this cross with and have not gone back out to the store. But I used the bigger one. I'm going to use the bigger ones. You can get zip ties anywhere. I'm not for sure about the Dollar Tree, but you might be able to get zip ties at the Dollar Tree. You are going to need 2 white mesh and 2 purple mesh. With it being Dollar Tree has just now put out their Halloween stuff, so you can find purple. I also, excuse my head, I also did get the blue. My next one I make is going to be blue with the blue flowers, and these flowers are from the Dollar Tree. But a couple years ago, my daughter got married in 2018. So I got these in 2017 or 18 because this is the color of her wedding. So they did come from the Dollar Tree, but I'm not for sure if you can find them. So these two are going to go together. So you can find the blue mesh there. They have pink mesh. They have white mesh. They have gold mesh. They have so many colors of mesh. The only thing that I want you to realize is that their mesh is only 6 inches. And then in order to get a square, you have to cut it at 6 by 6. So you are losing that 10-inch by 10-inch mesh that covers better. So we are going to get started. So you will need the mesh, you will need some flowers, you will need scissors or a wood burner, some zip ties, and a glue gun. So let's get started. And you will also need, what works very well when you're using a wood burner, is a glass mat. This one it's called the glass mat. I got this from, I believe, the thrift store. So I do some of my shopping at the thrift store. I do some of my shopping at yard sales, other crafters going out of business. I do my shopping everywhere. HSN is where I get most of my actual supplies, but when it comes to papers and mesh, I do the Dollar Tree, I do Walmart, I do all kinds of things. So this glass mat, actually, I did get at my local Salvation Army probably a couple years ago. And what I did was I marked off 6 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the white. And I'm going to count how much I need. Let me see. So I'm going to need at least 40 of these, I believe. And then 40 of the purple. So we're going to start cutting. Here, this is about 6 inches, so that's 2. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it and then pull it. So I'm going to pop on some music now that you're seeing how I'm doing this. And you're welcome to do it however. This just seems to be a little bit easier for me to do it this way. And it kind of holds my mesh kind of straight so it's not curly, and I'm kind of getting a better sense of where 6 inches is. But you are welcome to do it whatever's easiest for you. But I am cutting 6-inch squares. So I'm going to pop on some music while I'm doing this. So I just got a big basket of mine, and I'm going to put this on the floor so I can dump all of my pieces into, because they're kind of piling up on my desk. So I was able to get 29 out of one roll. You could probably get 30. I threw away a chunk that was wrapped around the end, but you could probably squeeze out 30 of them. But I did get 29, and we need 9 sets of 4, which is 36. But I'm gonna go ahead and do 40 of them just so I have extras, because I did notice on my first time around that some of them didn't work right, so I did need extras. So I'm gonna do 40 of the white and 40 of the purple. One roll does give you 29 of them, maybe even 30. So I'm gonna put on some more music and keep on cutting. Okay, I've hit 40 white. So now I'm gonna go to purple. And it's probably about half. A roll and a half. So I would get 2 rows of white, 2 rows of purple, or any color that you want to mix together. But 2 rows should do you enough for 6 by 6 squares for your cross. So now I'm going to go on to the purple. I'm going to cut 40 of this. Is going to be 29 to 30 out of this roll, and then I have some leftover roll from my first one, so I'm just going to use that. So you're going to need 40 all together. Some more music for ya. One more with you, and then I'm going to fast forward and not record the rest to save you some music time. So all I did was this is squared off, and I like my rubber bands. They're 6 inches apart. This one's a little bit more than 6 inches. Here's my line to my line, and I just kind of move this over a little bit, and it's working really well to keep my mesh straight. Like again, you do want to wear a mask because the fumes are kind of thick. I mean, you can smell it now. I mean, I can tell that there's fumes from this burning. So you want to wear a mask, and we know we all have them, so get out your mask that you've had for a couple years now. Wear that while you're doing this, because I just don't know what this mesh is made of, and I don't know if it would harm you in any way. So it is wise to protect yourself and wear a mask. But this mesh, this is about 6 inches, and right about here, if you take your edge and you have it, the chisel edge pointing like this, and just run it straight down here, it cuts very, very, very nice. And we are at about a little over 6 inches, but some of it's squared and some of it's not. So we're right around 6 inches. So I'm gonna cut the rest. I'm at about 4 of the purple. I'm gonna cut the rest off camera. I will do it one more time. You want to pull it through your rubber bands, put this rubber band down here, get it right to the edge of that rubber band, and we're gonna cut as close as possible right here. Don't want to cut your rubber band because it will slice, so right above it. And there we go. So I'm gonna do the rest off camera and I will see you guys soon. Okay, we have all of our mesh cut and ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this aside. I'm gonna bring out my cross. You can go ahead and cut the tag off. Throw that away. So I do not have enough of the small ones and I do not have enough of white to do this. So I'm gonna start with white. I'm gonna put the white ones on the white mesh. And I'm gonna put the black ones on the purple mesh. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing a couple of my layers because I found that it's easier to get your zip ties already started on the cross before you start to put your mesh on, because you're kind of one-handed. So it kind of does work better when you have those on already. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with white down here. And what you're gonna do is when you start is you're going to take your mesh and you're going to just kind of spread it out a little bit, make your square, make these ends that are sealed together, you just want to take it and make it end to end. And then you're just going to kind of scrunch it. And then we're going to make a little tiny tail. Or like I like to say is an angel wing. Kind of looks like a wing. So if you don't put your, and we're going to have these pointing down this way. If you don't have your zip ties, and these are going to be long, it might be a little bit easier. The little tiny ones were kind of hard to get them to kind of maneuver. See how it's kind of hard to get them in? We're gonna do this downward. So you're gonna hook it, seal it, start to, see? See, it might be a little bit easier to start. And feel free to trim off any excess that you don't want, like those two little tails, we don't need those. So let me go ahead and start this. You want to put it right to the end. I like to do it backwards. You want to put it right where you're almost ready to hook. And what we're going to do is I'm going to trim this little piece off too. This is what I don't like about dollar store mesh, is that it kind of frays a lot when you're playing with it. So just be careful. Don't tug on it too much. So we're going to just make that little angel. Most of it gets hidden anyway. Make that little angel wing, just like that. I'm gonna give it a little trimmy trim. And then a little trimmy trim right here, and then we should be good. And all you do is give it a little tiny, that's where I want it. I'm gonna hold it with my thumb. I'm gonna turn it over, and I'm going to just keep going. Pull as tight as I want. Make sure it's where I want it. It is. It's perfect. We're gonna give it a little bit more of a push. So these are gonna turn down on the inside. And we're gonna pull that right down to the end. I'm gonna snip these because these are gonna be right in the way. So we're gonna do, let me do a couple more and then I'll put some music on. I'll do this whole entire first rows. So I'm going to go ahead and put my zip tie on, all of them. That might be easier to do. Gives you more hands to do it with instead of trying to hold. And the more you do this, you'll get used to it and it will go a little bit easier. So I'm just gonna push that one on. Get another one. We're gonna bring this one down because this is the one we're gonna work on. We're gonna bring in our white mesh. And again, this is the reason why I shouldn't say I don't like working with dollar store mesh. It just doesn't, it frays a lot, but it's easy to work with. So we're going to, in corner to corner, scrunch, 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 mold, bend, make your wing or your mermaid tail, however you want to look at it. I think it looks like a little wing myself. Clip that one. I'm going to clip this one. And then we are just going to put this like this. Perfect. I'm going to put this one right here. And we're just going to go right down. Get it as tight. I'm going to tuck this in. I'm going to pull it to the back because that's where you want it to seal at. You want it to seal in the back and you want it to just have just a little bit sticking out. There we go. So there's that one. Get another one. Take corner to corner. We're gonna scrunch, 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 scrunch. Turn. Make it into your angel wings. Clip anything that you don't like off. Make it pretty. Get this out of here. Get out of here. Oh, so cute. So we are going to bring this down to here. Even it up a little bit. And we're going to pull our zip tie. We're going to tuck. Pull it so it's kind of taut, but it's not all the way tight. Tuck it. These are movable once you get them anchored in. So you just kind of pull it tight. And you can kind of pull these down a little bit like that. And we're going to do one more on this side. Put that one that way. Pull this down this way. And what we're going to do is once we get this one on, I'll show you how to do, we're just going to twist those and then we're going to cut. So you're going to get one more white. The two ends that are kind of molded together that has the seal on it, we're going to go ahead and go corner to corner. And we're going to go scrunch, 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 twist, and you have an angel wing. Or you have a mermaid tail. So we're going to put this one in here. Pull it down to where you want it. I like working with the smaller ones better, just because they're a lot easier to maneuver. But since I don't have any, we're going to make do. We're going to give this a good push. Tight. Flip it over. We're going to pull this one down a little bit. Pull this down to the edge. We're going to bring this into the middle. And we're going to cut. And it's easier to hide the smaller ones. So go ahead and cut this one too. Make sure it's tight. Cut. And then again with this one, make sure it's tight. And then cut. And then you're gonna twist this inward so no one can get cut on it. There we go. And this one we're gonna pull down. And this one we're gonna pull down. And this one we're gonna pull down. So your two end ones you kind of want to have like on the outside. Just so it kind of covers that. These two, just like that. So now we're gonna start with our purple. And purple, I think I'm gonna go with the black just because it's a lot darker. So let's see how it looks. If it doesn't look right, then I'll just redo it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna leave this out so we can use them. These ones I'm gonna put away. And again, you want your two ends that are kind of molded together. And you want to kind of go into the middle. And then scooch, 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 scooch. Angel wing. Clip off any that you don't like. Clip off any strands. Oops, sorry. I'm a noisy crafter. So kind of tuck it like that. And then we're going to go right here above this one. And we're just going to pull it. Let that rest right there. Sorry, white, purple, white, purple, white, purple. So here's my white. So if I go off of what I've already made, and you can make this as full as you want. So if you want to scoot this, so say you're doing this and you want to scoot this down, this layer down, you could probably put 2 more. You could put a purple and a white one right here again too, but it's full enough for me. I like it with just like this. So on the outside, you can see it's full enough for me. So, but you can make this as full as you want. So if you want to, like I said, scoot this down and put 2 more sets there, you can. And then you can put as many sets here as you want and as many sets here you want. But I'm gonna do white, purple, white, purple, white. This is your project, you do what makes you happy and what makes your eyes happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these zip ties up and then put these on, and then once I get to this section, I will see you guys there. Okay, so we're at the very top where the bar is gonna cross. And you put 2 here, and then you flip this over so the smaller part of the cross is facing you, and you're gonna start going this way with your mesh. So we are gonna take 2 white, because we want white to butt up with the white. We're gonna take 2 whites this way, scooch, 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 scooch. Do that, make your angel wing. You're gonna put it in here like this. Make sure it's in there really good. Make sure those 2 butt up. And there you go. So there's that one. And then we're gonna do this one like this. Same thing. Gather it together in the middle. Make your mermaid tail or your angel wing. Clip off anything that you don't want or is hanging off or doesn't look good. And you're going to put this one in here like this. Anchor it right here, hold, pick up, and then do your, pull it to the end and tighten. Oops, pulled it right out, didn't I? Still some left, I can get it back in there. So you squish it in there, squish. Oh, sorry, I'm being a noisy crafter again. Pull tight. You want these ones really tight because this is where you're putting your flowers, and you want these ones to be really anchored really good. So there you go. So you just kind of fluff it. We'll fluff it at the end, but you just want to make sure that your tails or your, see, it kind of looks like a mermaid tail. Here, I'll hold it this way. Kind of looks like a mermaid tail or an angel wing. So let's go ahead and clip these off on the back. So now we're going to go on to our purple. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue to, if you turn it upside down, you're going to work toward you. So see how this has changed? This is going to go this way. The wings are going to go this way, and these wings are going that way. So we're going to go with purple. And I don't know, I think I might have cut too many purples. I think my math might have been off a little bit, so I will correct that. If it seems like I have a lot left over, but maybe I don't. We will see. And just remember, if you plan on making a lot of these, the more you cut now, the less cutting you'll have to do later. It's tight, put that one right there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go this way with it. Go ahead and pull this through. I'm gonna pull it down like that. Oh, you know why? No, I'm not off on my numbers because I still got to do this whole entire outer edge. And once you get into a rhythm, this kind of goes fast. It's not a long project. It kind of goes fast. So we're gonna scooch this in the middle, bend it, make sure it's fluffed. Make sure these are pointing this way, and then zip tie. We're going to cut this off at the end. Okay, so now we're going to start in the the section. So this section I'm going to go with purple, white, purple, white, purple, white, purple, white. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I think I have enough. I might have to add one more row of purple and white up here. We will see, but I want my corners to end in the color that I started with at the end. I want it to end with, this color is going to be white. So if I would have started with purple down here, I wanted purple to be up here on the corners. So I'm going to do white here as the end, white on these ends, and white up here. So wherever you end, you can make this as full as you want, but you want these, both of these ends to be the same color and both of these ends to be the same color. So we can put 5 or 6 rows in here as long as white is on these 2 corners, if that doesn't confuse anyone. So I'm going to start with, I think, white on the corners here, purple, white, I'm sorry, white, purple, white. And that should be enough to cover this section. If not, we'll add one more row of each. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is what it's gonna look like when you're all done. Let's flip it over. And we have white, purple, white, purple, white, purple, white, purple. Fix those ones. White, 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 purple, white. So then purple, white, purple, or I'm sorry, white, purple, white. So we are all did it on this end. So push these together. Before you do your flowers, you want to make sure that you don't glue down anything that's not even. So you kind of want to make these all even and make sure that you're all good. The front looks really good. So what we're going to do is we are going to try to mimic what I've already made. So we want the white flowers, and then we want the little embellishments around the end. So what I did was I did the 2 flowers on the outside. So I'm gonna go with, I think, these ones with the yellow in the middle. I'm trying to think, do I want these ones or the yellow ones? Let me see. Actually, I think I want to go with these ones. So I have 3 of them. Oops, that's a right one. So 3 of the same. And they're gonna lay right across here. You are welcome to do 4 small ones, 5 small ones. What you want to do is you want to cover up this area right here. And you can do it however you want. But I'm going to go with these 3 big flowers. In order to do that, you're going to need a glue gun. We are going to be using the I am going to be using the We Are Memory Keepers glue gun. It is kind of newer to HSN. I am not being paid by We Are Memory Keepers. I'm not being paid by Dollar Tree. I'm not being paid by anyone. I've bought everything with my own funds. But this is We Are Memory Keepers. I did get it from HSN probably a couple months ago. The first one I got stopped pushing the glue sticks through. So far this one's working okay. You do need to charge it. It does hold a charge. It is cordless. It stands up on its own. So far, the glue stops and retracts when you're done with it, so it doesn't leave that drippy mess. I squeezed it, that's why it came out. So, and when you do squeeze, if you can hear, you'll squeeze it and it will. Let me see if I get a piece of paper. When you squeeze it, listen. When you let go, it brings the glue back inside of it, so there's no drippy mess while you're waiting to do your project. So, and the glue isn't super hot. It's hot, but it's not like burn you hot. So, and it's very sticky. So, I like it so far. My first one I did have to send back because it would stop pushing the glue stick in, but HSN gave me a new one, so we're good. So, that's the glue. This is the glue gun that I'm going to be using. My flowers are from the Dollar Tree, but they're really old, probably from 2018 time frame. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take off the end right here, and I'm going to place them so I can figure out where I want to put them. I think that one's going to go there, and then this one is going to go here. And then we want this one right in the middle. So I'm gonna have to probably stand up to do this, but you want it straight. So that looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and anchor it down. I'm not gonna cut these down just because there's enough room for them, but you wanna put enough glue on this back side so it kind of rests on there. Oops, sorry. It is kind of noisy, but I like it so far. It's gonna retract back in. And it does cut down on the strings. If I wouldn't have dropped it, I don't think it would have left strings. So I'm gonna put this one right here. A lot of glue on there because you don't want your flowers falling off because they're gonna be hanging probably on a door. So you wanna put a lot of glue on them so they stay. We're gonna put that one right there. Give them a pinch. It's gonna retract back in, which causes no strings. See, no strings. I have no strings. So this one's gonna go right in between these two, right here. Give that a good push. Fluff it a little bit. The thing I like about this glue gun is that it's not too hot. Some of my other glue gun, it gets so hot that it melts the plastic when you're using something like this. So that's one thing I do like about that. So to round it off, I'm going to find the leaves I want to use, and I believe it's these ones right here. Sorry, my reach. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip these right in half. And I'm going to get rid of this little round thing. So, and I think I'm just going to push these together so they make almost one leaf. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. You want to make sure that this doesn't get stuck to it and get stuck underneath. You want this to stick to the, there we go. There's something so satisfying about hot gluing. I don't know, it just very, very satisfying. And then you're gonna cut the circle. See, no strings. I love this little guy. I'm not for sure how long the charge lasts, but I love this little guy. It works so good. You're able to get hot glue on your hands without burning yourself. You're able to push down on your project after you've put it where you want it without burning yourself or melting your project. I've had a glue gun that's so hot that it actually melted the plastic, and it's hard to put the leaves on your project because it would melt. So this one's going to go right in here. And find a spot. There we go. Okay, we're going to tuck this one. There we go. You want to do the whole stem. We are going to pop him right here. with those two. I think that's good enough. There we go. One right here. Give it a good push. And we're just going to get this one off of it. It's going to go right back into itself, leaving no strings. That's it. So I like this glue gun. I like it a lot. So give that a good push. That one's in there. These two are in there. Looks good. I like it. My eyes are happy with that one. I'm gonna put it in another, nope, don't need another glue stick. And that's another thing too, you don't need, you can tell when you need a glue stick, and I don't need one yet. So these ones are gonna go, I think, right inside the flower itself. Kind of like on the back side, sticking out. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to stick it to do 2 different flowers. I think I stuck it to my finger instead. I did. There we go. There we go. And you can put your embellishments, leaves, extra little pieces anywhere you like. It doesn't have to be exactly where I've put it. I do like We Are Memory Keepers new glue gun. It is cordless, like I said. I do like it. It's a lot different than my old one. So again, I'm just trying to squeeze these into 2 petals so it looks like it's coming out of the flower. There we go. And again, you can do this however you want because no one knows what it's supposed to look like. So you can do it however you like. So I'm going to put this one, I think, right. One here. Actually, I'm going to go deeper. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper in that one. Put a little bit more glue on it. Now I could probably use a glue gun or glue stick, I'm sorry. So this one's gonna go right here. It's close. And the other one I think I will put right there. Nope. Didn't grab it yet. So this is kind of the problem I had with my last one. I don't know if it's starting to die, but it's not taking the next glue stick. And the other glue stick seems to be stuck. So let's just try to get what we can out of there. So far I kind of like it. I mean, I think there's still a few hiccups with it. It doesn't I don't know if it gets hot enough or if it just dies too fast. Sorry if I bumped into you. So let me put this one right. It's kind of hard when you're... Sorry, I keep on bumping into the camera. So now you want to do is just take a petal and cover it up. And put this one back there so it kind of sticks out a little bit. So that is our finished cross. This inspires you to be crafty and do what you love. So with that being said, this is our cross. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, much love, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching, my Craft Along buddies. If you loved what you saw today, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, lots of love, and see you soon.